This is my Trackman round from today. It's the Hideaway, the Clive course. I hit this tee shot nicely. Max K is a beast. Over on the left side of the fairway. This opening hole is a par 5, so I have an apex UW in. Didn't quite get all of it and ended up about 50 yards short, but still in the fairway. This little chip up leaves me about 10 foot. I'm still using the Lab DF3 putter, and man, it is money. So, of course, I drain this for the birdie. Second hole is a long par 3. I have a 4-iron off the tee, and I push this thing 4 right, and it is headed for the drink. This one's taking a swim. I'll hit my third shot out of the swamp over here, and all things considered, this is a pretty decent shot. Made it onto the green, and I'm putting for bogey. This bogey putt's breaking to the right, and I just didn't give it enough. It's hard to judge speed sometimes on the sim. Double. Hole 3 is a par 4, and when I hit this off the tee, I thought it was going to go a mile right, but Max K saved my bacon, and it ended up just in the right side rough. This left me right around 135 yards in, and I'm hitting 9-iron here, and I thought I pulled it too far left, but the course actually saved me. Got a good bounce and rolled right onto the green. I have a lot of PTSD on Trackman from these downhill putts I've ran by so many times, so this one I baby it and just do not hit it. But I did get into the gimme zone for a par. Hole 4 is another par 4. And man, I'm really loving this Cobra Max K driver. Look at this. It's a perfect ball right in the center of the fairway. This leaves me right around 100 yards in, and I'm hitting a 54-degree wedge here. Now, I did pull it a little bit left, but it stays on the green, and I got another birdie putt upcoming. Now, this is kind of a long birdie putt. It should fall to the right, but it doesn't. It doesn't fall to the right like I expected it to. Hole 5 is another par 4, and I will never get tired of saying another good tee shot right down the middle. This will leave me right around 90 yards in, and I'm hitting a 54-degree wedge. I hit a great ball here. It is on the flagstick, lands just to the side, but rips back and out of the gimme zone. This will leave me about a 10-foot putt for birdie. Pretty straight putt. I hit a good one. And man, it stopped right on the doorstep. Oh no. Hole 6 in this isn't a driver hole, I guess. I'll need to remember that for next time. Hit a good drive, but right through the fairway and into the rough on the right side. About 70 yards in, and this time I'm using a 58. I'm thinking that I need to calculate for the spin, but this one doesn't spin enough. And just outside the gimme zone again. Around 12 foot for birdie, and I am just missing these by inches. Another par. Hole 7 is one of those scary par 3s over a whole bunch of trouble, but I hit my 9-iron well, and it finds the left side of the green. I'm getting greens in regulation. I can't complain about that, but man, these are some long birdie putts. This one, I lag up there to about 4 foot and take the par. Hole 8, and Max K can't save you when you line up all the way to the right. 4 right on this one and end up in the bunker. Now, this is a par 5, and this lip of the bunker is high, so I'm really just hitting a 7-iron to get up and over it to try to give myself a little flip wedge into this green. I'm hitting a saucy little 58-degree wedge from here, and this is a great shot. Hits in one bounce and rips itself back just past the hole and in for a tap-in birdie. Hole 9, and stop hearing this, another great drive from Cobra Max K. This one I actually got a little too much of and ended up through the fairway and just into the first cut here. Leaves me 135 in, and that's an in-between club for me. So I hit a strong pitching wedge, and usually when I hit strong clubs, they pull left, and no exception here. I've got to work on these little short chips, green side on the Trackman. I don't give it enough, still end up about 10 foot away, and I'm trying to save par here. I thought I put a good roll on this and thought it was going to drip in on the right side, but it didn't. Left it just short. Hole 10, par 4. Guess what? Good drive. Left side of the fairway. This leaves me 100 yards in. I'm hitting a 54-degree wedge, and I chunked this thing. Ended up left side off the green. Compounding errors here. This is why we're amateurs. I end up sculling this one to the other side of the green. Okay, let's try this again. This time, try not to get armsy. Hit a good chip here and ended up just to the left of the hole for the bogey. Hole 11 is another big, long par 3. Clive loves these. And I hit a 4-iron off balance in the finish. It didn't draw and ended up right side into the bunker. I couldn't be more proud of this bunker shot. I had to flop it up and over the lip. Ended up right in the gimme circle just outside the hole, par. Hole 12 is a par 4, and this one I almost missed the ball. Hit it so far off the toe, and Max K cannot save this toe hook. Got around 130 to the green, and I'm scrambling pretty well here. Hit a decent pitching wedge, ended up on the front part of the green. Still a long birdie putt, though. 40-foot uphill for birdie, and I have to really hit this one. It's tracking well and looks like it's going to go in, but bounces up and over the hole. Hole 13, and after missing left in the last hole, I leave the face open here and miss it to the right and end up over here in the gunch. It's a par 5, so I'll be trying to hit my utility wood just back out into the fairway to get myself a wedge in. I smothered that shot, and now we're playing Army golf, right, left, right, left. I'm not doing myself any favors on this par 5 and have a pretty long shot into the green, but I hit a good one, ended up on and about 12 feet for birdie. This one is actually a pretty straight putt, and all things considered, I'm in a great position. I take advantage, and that's why we never give up on a hole. Birdie. 14, and finally, driver is working again. Thank goodness. Great shot, draws right into the fairway, setting myself up with a wedge in. I completely choked here and flipped through impact, which is my big fault, and that sends it left into the rough. I have a little downhill chip from here, and again, this is something I gotta practice on the sim. I ended up leaving it way short, left myself a really long par putt. Didn't make this one and have to take the bogey on this adventurous hole. Hole 15, and I'm always terrified of these holes with big trouble down the left side because I do hook the ball, so I leave it out to the right and just off the green. Big, long putt for birdie, and I thought this was in when I hit it, but it did run just by the hole, and I have to take the par. Par 4 here, but man, don't you love it when driver just works, and this one does. Over all the trouble, right in the center of the fairway. We love this one. This leaves me a little over 100 yards in. I'm hitting a 49-degree wedge here. I hit a good shot. I thought it was going to spin back towards the hole, but it didn't really spin as much as I thought, and outside the gimme zone, got to putt this one. This was a great putt. I don't know what happened. It looked like I was going to have another birdie, and right as it got to the hole, it jumped to the right. Oh my gosh. Hole 17 here, and we're really good off the tee again. This one's just right down the pipe, and you can't ask for much more. This is a par 5, so we're still a long way in. Remember what I said about left trouble? Yeah, this is where it comes into play. I hit my big left miss and right into the water. We're swimming. Hitting number 4 here from the drop, and this is a really good wedge over the trouble. Lands on the green just outside the gimme zone, and we have a par save here. Hit a great putt and dropped it. Save the par after the water. Okay, let's finish strong. Hole 18. Another good drive here. Another ball right in the middle of the fairway. And this should leave me just a short iron into this green. I thought I hit a good one, but just did not give it enough, and it didn't turn left towards the hole. Ended up in the bunker, and now I'm chipping out to try to save par. Got this one up and over the lip. Great chip out of the bunker, into the gimme zone, and we end this thing with a nice par save. Ended the round 2 over, and I'm really happy with these stats. 57% fairways hit and 56% greens in regulation. I'll take that. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.